Hey guys, I just wanted to make this video as a little update on where I am right now with my project. As you can see, the first thing I did was multiplayer. Turns out it's hard. It's like really complicated, and there are a severe lack of Godot tutorials on the subject. I had to figure this all out myself. It was kind of painful. I might make a tutorial later, but right now I'm just sick of the whole thing. So this works. This code works. And I might explain it later if I feel like it. The other thing that I went ahead and did is terrain generation. I decided maps being procedural would help achieve the sort of feel for the game that I'm going for. What we do for this is we just give the user access to a bunch of variables used in open simplex noise generation, and then they can hit generate. So in order to generate these textures properly, I had to have the image that I can get from the noise map onto the height. So what I did was I got an image and then used each pixel on this image to map to a vertex on the plane, which is subdivided to the same size as the image. And then here we set up the material. So gradient. This gradient right here is used for the island. So you see I can like come in here, tweak one of the colors, and then make an island, and it generates, yeah, it just changes the color. It is a little pixelated. I'll work on that. It's a big texture though, since it has to cover the whole island, so I'll figure out how I'm gonna preserve memory properly. But anyway, we have this gradient, and we get the image from the noise like usual, and then we loop through the entire image, each individual pixel, and then we replace that pixel with curve.interpolate of that pixel's value. So the pixel's value is a number between 1 and 0, and it's the brightness. And the image we get is grayscale. So black is the lowest parts, the parts that are the deepest underwater. White is the tips of the mountains. And so what curve.interpolate does, oh, I can't click on it here. I've got to... Oh, by the way, this is a trick I do. You can just type the name of any class and then control-click on it, and it takes you to the documentation for it. Actually, we don't want to go to curve. We want to go to gradient. I just called the variable curve because I am a nimnuts. So interpolate is this function right here, and it returns a color on the offset there. So you can see this is 0, this is 1, and this is the tips of the mountains, this is the lowest parts that are underwater. So halfway is where the water level is, and it's where it starts going from sand to grass. I'm pretty proud of this effect. It took me a while to figure out, but yeah, I think it works pretty well. I'll link the tutorial in the description. One other thing that I did differently than the tutorial by Codat is I smoothed it out. I did smooth rendering. His looks a little blockier. I found the code to smooth it out on a random forum somewhere, and it's probably going to take me a while to find it. But I'll try and link that in the description too, if I can find it. And then we just set the surface material, generate the collision, all that good stuff. So yeah, this is where I am right now. I think the next step is to expand on the networking a little bit. Right now, this island is being generated separately from the networking. So I think I've got to figure out how to send an entire island over the network when the host generates one. I could just send a noise texture. I think I'll just send a noise texture. Anyway, I'll figure that out. And also I've started looking at state machines for the AI, although that's a little bit past what I need to be doing right now. I don't know. We'll see. I'll come up with something. See you guys in the next one.